What is up, Transformer fans and geeks? This is Zagatron with another figure review. And today I'll be reviewing the Transformers G1 Reissue Headmaster Highbrow. And Highbrow here is one of the Walmart exclusive reissues, and he is part of a second wave of these Headmasters here. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at this awesome G1 box here, this awesome reproduction. Highbrow himself isn't the actual G1 Highbrow. This is the Titans Return version with the G1 paint job. So we have that awesome image there of Highbrow there in packaging. He is a Headmaster. Here is his Headmaster, and his name is Zort. And so on the side of the box there, we have images of Highbrow. He is a Headmaster. Top of the box, we have the Transformers logo. We have the steps. He obviously does not transform in 4 steps, but you know, it's just a breakdown there on top of the box. On the other side of the box, we have the same imaging. And the back of the box, that glorious G1 artwork. As I remember when I was a kid and I collected these Transformers, I obviously did not have Highbrow. The only Headmaster that I did have when I was a kid was Brainstorm, right over here in the top of the box. And here is Highbrow's tech specs. It's awesome G1 tech specs, and let's take a quick read here about Highbrow. And his function is his function is electronic warfare. It says war is the playground of the ignorant. To him, warfare is barbaric, worthy of the most primitive. Thinks differences need to be talked about, which he does endlessly. And there is Highbrow's bio, and obviously with the Titans Return, the intelligence and all the other specs here would go up once you inserted the Headmaster here. But I don't have. Let's see if I could see his strength is a 7, his intelligence is a 9, so he's obviously smart. His speed is a 7. And I don't remember what that last one. I believe his it has to do with his fighting ability, or it's a tech. Well, whatever. So there is the tech specs of Highbrow. There is Highbrow, and so let's free Highbrow from packaging and let's check him out. And here is Highbrow out of packaging in his very militarized chopper vehicle mode. And let's take a closer look at him. Look at all the molded detail. Very nice propeller right there in the back. Very, very nice looking. This looks like these two look like 2 exhaust ports here painted in yellow. Very, very cool. 2 Autobot symbols there. The bottom one, you can pretty see where this is going right there in the bottom. Right up top, we've got a very, very nice looking military chopper. I'm loving the G1 color scheme. Very, very cool. We have articulated propellers here too. Very, very nice looking figure. And as far as his accessories go, obviously the main one here is Zort. Let's take a closer look at him. I see paint apps there on his face. Not much on the body, but it's broken down in 3 different colors. And there is Highbrow's head. Very nicely done as well. put Mr. Zort here over to the side. You could sit. He could sit there. He does come with his two cannons here, and with all the Titans Return, this becomes a turret for Zort. And in vehicle mode, you could plug these in right here in the bottom. There's two ports there, and you could just plug his guns right there on the bottom of the chopper. So, all right, and that looks way better like that. Very cool. And then we can also have Zort here manning the cockpit. There's a nice little port for him to sit in. You can have him there sitting, and there is Zort inside Highbrow running a show. Very cool. If you want to also do the outer turret, we could unplug these guns, and so there's these two tabs here on the side of the gun, which they'll tab right in there, and so we could just get these two, and they'll just tab right into each other. And so now we have a little turret there for Zord, and there's these two little tabs where his feet could go. And so we could get him out here, and we could sit him here on the turret. He does have these holes there on the bottom of the seat, so we could just plug him in there, and he could just sit there and man the turret. And this could plug in right here to the side of the chopper, and we could also have that right there. Very, very cool. And for comparison, here he is with G1 Reissue Chrome Dome. See how they look together, and they do look very good together. All right, now for transformation, let's remove Zort and the turret. And this guy's transformation is pretty simplistic. First, what we're gonna do is we're going to pull back this cockpit toward the back like that, and then we're just going to move it to the front. We're going to split these arms. Obviously, the arms are just kind of loose. There's these two tabs right behind it going to the back of his arm, and they just kind of hold the arm together like that, but pretty much it's just there. So we just open that up. Then we're going to split the legs like that. It's a bit stuck here, you know. We split the legs, and so we're going to rotate at the thigh, and then we're just going to collapse everything. Bring his legs down. We're going to pull out these heel spurs. Now straighten out the arms. And now we're going to get Zort here. We're gonna pull him out of his turret. We're going to fold Zort here. And then we're just going to plug him in here into this port where the Headmasters go. And that is it. Oh, I forgot to flip out his fists, I mean. And there we have Highbrow in his very nice looking robot mode. And I love the G1. I love the G1 aesthetics on this guy. Even though he is a Titans Return figure, the G1 aesthetics are pretty cool. And we could just keep this like this, and we could have him hold the gun like that. And if you want, you could just, you know, we could also give him the double blaster. We could just split this apart. See, that tab gets really stuck in there. We could give him the double blaster. I believe this one goes like this, and then this arm, and we could give him that double wielding. Actually, I think this looks way better with the two guns, and he is a nice looking figure. Let's get up close and look at all the details on this guy. Let's remove the guns for a second here so we could take a quick look at this guy. Let's look at that head sculpt. Looking at all the nice molded details. I believe they changed this one piece because in the Titans Return version, this was a combiner piece. I mean, I've tried to stick my nail in there and try to pull it out, but I think it's just there as a as decorative. And either way, in the original G1 Headmaster, obviously this one had the piece where it would reveal the tech specs the minute you plugged in the head, and this would fold down and he'd have all his tech specs there. But I mean, I'd try to stick my nail in there, and I don't want to damage it. I don't want to try to stick a blade in there and try to break it or anything. So for now, I've just left it there. But yeah, like the paint apps here, the yellow, like all the detail here that they put on the shins. Very nicely done figure. Obviously, if you have this Titans Return, I mean, this is pretty much the same figure. Very, very nice. The bag looks pretty clean. Let me fold this backpack a little bit further down. I mean, aside from the backpack, but he is very reminiscent to G1 with his paint scheme. I'm not too in love with these fists. They just kind of like either pull them to the back, and in order to have them in a straight position, they kind of just dangle there. But other than that, I wish they would have had something also to cover up these holes there too. But yeah. And as for articulation, with the same with all these Headmasters, you have very nice articulation. You got the head could go all the way back, Exorcist style. As far as we have shoulder rotation, which is quite a bit limited with these propellers in the back. We do have 90-degree bends at the elbow. Like I said before, wrists are just, you know, it's like that. No waist articulation due to transformation. We do have a thigh swivel, 90-degree bend at the knee, and there is no feet articulation whatsoever. This is the back portion of the helicopter. And yeah, that's it overall. Pretty nice looking figure with the right gun here. And he does, I do like the accessories that he comes with. And I mean, the same thing with all these Titans Return figures, that you could do a lot with the weaponry, as far as, you know, turning it into multiple weapons, or just one, or a cannon, or a turret for the Headmaster. But yeah, overall, I'm really loving that head sculpt. They did a great job with this guy. But he is very cool. And for comparison, here he is with Chrome Dome. See how they look together? And these guys look great together. Straight up. Chrome Dome, give him a bit more of a open pose here. But yeah, these guys look together. Actually, I actually like Highbrow, his robot mode a little better, and I like this guy's vehicle mode. But yeah, these guys look great together. And so for my final verdict on this figure, I really dig him. I love the G1 paint scheme that they did for these reissues. He looks really nice in robot mode. The copter mode also looks great. The transformation is simplistic, so simplistic that this reminds me of a G1 toy, only with the more modern aesthetics. And I like all the accessories. Just that G1 packaging is well worth buying if you're a collector, just to have that awesome G1 packaging. So yeah, I picked this guy up at Walmart since he is a Walmart exclusive. And this is it for this review. Please make sure to like, make sure to share, make sure to subscribe, make sure to comment down below. And this is Zagatron signing out. And this was the Transformers G1 Reissue Headmaster Highbrow. Thank you for watching.